What's going on, everyone? Let's get into the chart lesson for today. If you guys want to know how to day trade, we're looking at ES S&P 500 futures, and I'm going to be showing you the setups that I saw on the day. And if you guys stick around till the end of the video, I have my a couple of the live trades that I took live, and we're going to go over those recordings. So the day started off with this obvious downtrend, and we at this point of the day, we didn't expect anything major in terms of downtrend, even though we ended the day very, very bearish. But nevertheless, at this point, we only want to look for short setups in the forms of second entry shorts. And the first one came right at 6:36, 9:36 Eastern. It was a very, very large bar. But just to illustrate the trades that we look for, we have a new low, we have one leg up, two legs up, a nice bearish signal bar at the EMA, and it worked out for a 1-point scalp, which we use in the method that I'm going over. So now we had a short-term uptrend correction. We want to draw our trend channels no matter how small. We have a break and a new high, signaling this short-term uptrend is potentially over, but we still are looking for a new low of this downtrend because we have a break and no new low yet. So we're not looking for a reversal setup until we have a break and a new low. And we do have a sort of reversal, but if you really think about it, we're going with the trend because we're going short with this trade. So we have a new high here. We have one leg down, a break of it, another leg down, and it's a failed second entry long because this short-term uptrend had a break and a new high, so it was over. We're still looking for a new low. We have a first entry long, second entry long, failure at the EMA. Brilliant trade right there, and it worked out for a lot more than just a scalp. You can even argue for this failed second entry long because this trade was a double top, so we have one leg down, a first entry long again, another leg down, second entry long, failure at the EMA once again. Nice bearish signal bar. Context-wise, it's great, and it worked out before we reversed. Now, at this point, we have a break and a new low, which signals we could potentially look for longs should prices trade above the EMA with strong momentum, and we have a second entry long. So we have this uptrend, we have a break and a new high before we go into a range-like structure and we fall out the bottom. Keep going, and we have a overshoot of the trend, and then we have a break, and we're still expecting a new low. Textbook setup once again. One leg up, another leg up, first entry short, second entry short. I'm telling you guys, if you guys just master this one setup, the second entry long, second entry short, two-legged pullback, you're going to make a lot of money in these markets. And then we have another lower high confirming this second entry short, and that worked out once again. Now we have a break and a new low of this short-term downtrend, so we expect prices to correct, which exactly happens. We correct for a little bit before we finally have some convincing move up, but it's not after, it's just after we had some congestion. So once again, we draw our short-term uptrend, we have a break of it, an attempt at a new high, and we have prices trading below the EMA. We unfortunately do not get a good setup, but it is what it is. We only need a couple good setups every day to make a lot of money in these markets, and we just have to stay patient and wait for those setups to appear. And we have another setup right there. So at this point of the day, we're looking at prices kind of being choppy, but every major high is lower than the previous one. Here's a major high, another major high, and another major high. So this is really signaling to me that we could potentially have a wider downtrend in place, and it works off the bottom, fits off the top. So if we get a second entry short, we're technically still in this downtrend. And we get one right there. New low, one leg up, two legs up. Once again, bear signal bar at the EMA. The only risky thing about this trade is the congestion, but if you're an experienced chart reader, we have a third touch confirming this trend. Prices are really just bouncing off this previous low, and we're expecting to reach this low, and we ended up getting a lot more than that. You would have had an incredible runner if you went short right there. Now we have just more bearish momentum, and we have a break and a new low of this short-term downtrend. Let's extend our wide channel to see if it continues to be fitting. And what happens is that we actually start a new, stronger trend, just signaling that the sellers are here to stay. The reason I marked this trade is because it's a reversal setup, but it's not a textbook one. So we have a break and a new low, and we do have a third touch confirming this upward trend channel. However, it is a very aggressive trade because, like I've said, we're in a very, very bearish looking day, but it is a failed second entry short. We have one leg up, two legs up, first entry short, second entry short, failure, and prices did finally get back to this upward side of the trend channel, which we were expecting. So now prices are chopping around before continuing to be in this downtrend, before we have a attempt at the bulls coming into the market, only to be sent away once again. And if we get rid of these, just to give us a little clearer picture of what's going on, we have a break of this new downtrend that we're in. We're expecting to reach the lows once again, and we're looking for short setups. So now we have prices continuing to move lower, and finally the day was over. Now let's get into the live trades that I took. Alright, so in this trade setup, we have a second entry short. We went over this trade, new low here, first entry short, second entry short at the EMA, textbook trade, and it worked out for the scalp. I'm telling you guys, this setup is all you need to learn, and once you master it, that's going to be like taking candy from a baby some days. It's not going to be easy, but if you stay patient, these setups do work. And prices were waiting a little bit, and I got stopped out. Let's go on to the next trade now. And the next trade I took was right after the previous one. Lower high confirming the second entry short, new low, first entry short, second entry short, lower high, another very, very bearish signal bar, confirming the bears in the market, confirming the strong downward bias of the day. And once again, guys, there's nothing special about what I'm showing here. It's just confirming the setups. Let's go on to the next trade once again. All right, that's going to wrap up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me some comments. Peace.